Hello! In this module, we're going to learn how to go ahead and set up your Twitter account. But before you set up your Twitter account, you need to have a valid email address. If you don't have a valid email address, you can use a free service such as gmail.com to go ahead and create an email account. Having a valid email is the first step to creating a Twitter account because when you sign up for Twitter, you'll be required to enter an email address that Twitter will send a confirmation link to confirming that it was you who actually signed up for the account. If you don't have a valid email, you will not be able to sign up and use Twitter. If you already have a valid email address and you want to use that to sign up for Twitter, you can go ahead and skip this portion of the video and move on to where we actually start setting up our Twitter accounts. On gmail.com, you're going to go ahead and click the red button here at the top right hand corner that says create an account. Once you do that, you're going to be taken to a form to fill out where you need to fill out your first and last name, and then it's going to ask you for a username. And when you're filling out these boxes, it'll tell you if your username is available or not. And it'll also tell you the password strength. And anytime you're entering a password online, you want to make sure it's at least 8 characters or don't use something too obvious like your pet's name. So I'm going to go ahead and create my password. And Google's telling me that my password strength is strong. And it's telling me my passwords don't match, so let's go ahead and try this again. Now my passwords match. It's also going to ask you for your gender. And it's also going to ask for a current email address. This way they can send you emails and notifications, and you always have functionality through the account settings. So I'm going to go ahead and use the course email of instructor@courseconductor.com as my backup email. It's going to ask for a CAPTCHA to make sure that I'm human. Location, you agree to the Google Terms and Service and Privacy Policy. I'm not going to go ahead and go through that right now as I've already read them before, but if you've never used Gmail before, it's important that you view those things. And I'm just going to go ahead and skip through these next steps for now. And now I'm logged into my email account of summersocialmedia.com@gmail.com. Now that my email account is set up, I can hop on over to Twitter. And right here on the front page, it asks new to Twitter, sign up. So once again, I'm going to enter my full name, the email that I just set up, which was summersocialmedia@gmail.com. And I'm going to go ahead and pick a password. Now we're not going to want to use the same password that you used to set up your Gmail account because remember you don't want passwords to be the same. And then click sign up for Twitter. So here we have her full name, the email address that you used to sign up with, a password, and my username. Now Twitter automatically assigns these lengthy random usernames, so we can go ahead and change it. And I'm just going to put social instructor. And that won't work because it's too long. So I'm just going to put social instruct. And it'll tell you if the username is available or if it's already taken, so you can go ahead and play around with it until you get one that you like. Now, if you're using a public or shared computer, you don't want to click this button because you don't want other people who are sitting down to use the computer to be able to access your Twitter account. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this button. And then you also have the option of tailor Twitter based on my most recent website visits. That's up to you, and basically what you're going to be shown is tweets and recommendations to follow people based on what you do online and other places. And they can track that information through cookies. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that checked, and the big yellow button at the bottom is Create My Account. And it's now going to take you through a bunch of different steps, which is going to preview your Twitter feed. So if you hit Next, it's going to ask you to start following by 5 people. So the unfortunate thing with how Twitter has changed things lately is that they really want users to be active. So they're requesting that you follow people to move on. So you can search for your friends if you already know that they're on Twitter. But I'm just going to go ahead and follow Facebook, follow Microsoft, and just pick a few other people here to follow. My kids like Nickelodeon, so we'll go with that. So let's go ahead and keep on scrolling. And we'll follow Mark Wahlberg. And let's go ahead and follow Michelle Obama. There is a trick to this, however, to get around this. So if you go ahead and go up to your address bar here, and you just delete this out and type twitter.com, it's actually going to bring you back to your account page, and you can go ahead and skip this step of adding people if you don't want to add anybody at this time, either the celebrities or public people that they recommend, companies that they recommend, or if you don't want to search for any of your friends to add right now. So that is a little workaround around it. But for the time being, we'll go ahead and hit Next. And you can also see who's here. Find and follow well-known people. Try 5 more. I don't want to go ahead and go through this step. I just want to go right to my Twitter account. So basically, like I said, I'm going to go to the top, and I'm just going to type in twitter.com. And there we go. Now, it's telling us that they've sent a confirmation email address so we can access all of Twitter's features. So if you go over here to the email account that we set up, there's an email from Twitter that's asking us to confirm your account. You're going to open that email and click on the blue button that says confirm your account. And we're now back on the screen that we just were. And you're going to get a black bar message at the top that says your account has been confirmed. Thanks. And that's basically all there is to setting up your Twitter account. The simple version of it at any rate. All you're going to need to do is to have a valid email address or create one like we went over if you don't already have one. Then you're going to fill out the information that Twitter requires, and you're going to start following a few people so that Twitter knows that you're going to be an active user. And then you can go ahead and start using Twitter. So for now, just a brief overview of where everything is once you were logged in and set up on Twitter. At the top, you have the home button, which is going to take you to your home screen, which is what we're looking at right now. You're going to have the @Connect button, which if you click it, it's going to show you anytime somebody mentioned your Twitter name, favorites, follows, and more, and your tweets will appear here. So anytime there's a personal connection with somebody on Twitter using the @ symbol, that's what's going to show up under the @Connect section. Now, as I noted, that one box on the sign-up screen asking if Twitter was allowed to tailor what content I was showed based on how I use the internet and the different things that I viewed. Now it says tweets, what's happening now, tailored for you. I haven't used Twitter that long in this sense because we just set up the account, so this isn't going to be really accurate until we start using it more. as most of these people are celebrities that I did not choose to follow. Under me, that's going to be your viewable profile page and what others are going to see if they go to your Twitter page. There's a search button or search box, so you can go ahead and start searching on Twitter for different keywords, users, and things of that nature. If you click the gear, you're going to have direct messages, which are private one-on-one messages to other Twitter users, lists, help, keyboard shortcuts, your settings, and sign out of your Twitter account. And if you go over here to the little blue box with the feather pen inside of it, that's where you're going to compose a new tweet. However, if we go back to the home screen, there's also a quick access box right here that allows you to compose your first tweet. You can type in, "This is my first tweet." And the process of composing your first tweet is going to be covered a little bit more in a future module. However, for now, in this video, if you go ahead and hit tweet, as you can see, it's going to show up right here. This is my first tweet. So that covers it for setting up your Twitter account. Once again, to summarize, you need a valid email so Twitter can confirm that you actually were the one signing up for the account using your email address. You need to enter your full name, your email, and create a password. And then Twitter is going to prompt you to go ahead through a couple of steps to get your account set up, such as deciding who to follow and what your interests are. And then you're done. So now in the next module, we're going to have a little fun and go ahead and show you how to personalize your Twitter account. See you there.